The main thing I was trying to make this video for is to get people to see that I need help away from something that is like, oh God, that's not going to work anymore because it's a breakdown and I'm about to lose my fucking place. This is what I mean. I need help to get into the place where I have options because I didn't give myself an option. I didn't. I was down. I was face down. See, you can't reward anybody or even be grateful for people that take from you and steal from you when you're helpless. And now that's an energetic thing. God, talking about like the thing that's going on with men and women. Ships passing in the night. You're not for everybody. Have respect for your body. Oh, down in the city, you have more of a chance to meet a bunch of people and stuff. Who's interested? I'm interested in having love in my life, God, and people can know what that is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was trying to tell you, there's God people, and then there's people, and then there's people pleasers, but then there's people that seek approval from God, and there's where you're really working a chemistry. That's where you know something feels good there. That's where you do a double taking and say, do that again, because I want that, and the kids want it. It's a good example. In case the kids were watching, seek approval from the universe, the thing that's in front of your face right now that says this is for you, and you. What do you want to do with it? You know, when I look around like this, I'm looking. It's like God, everything's so unattended to. It's a massive institution full of mental cases. Period. Nobody's getting along here, and I figured out. Did you see my other video? Well, I'll cram it in right now. I figured it out. See, you're a God person. You can stay alone. If you're loved, you know how to be alone. But if you start losing your faculties and you're getting mentally ill, then you probably should ask for a teammate in a relationship. Well, what do you mean? What do you, God, Shauna, that's a weird dynamic. No, I mean, because I always made my money, and then when I stopped making money, somebody was there to help me, and we got into a relationship, and I felt I needed it. When really, I was just completely. I mean, um, you see, supposedly you know you're more together when you make money. Otherwise, see that's. I'm sorry, I didn't do my skit right. See, I have a couple videos. If you like this video and the ones before, please tell me, and I'll put the other videos up. But really, I need help because here's why. Here it is. And nobody in my life right now that's close to me is interested in this. It's because I didn't give myself options. Why I got into the wreck that I'm in, I feel right now emotionally and even physically and financially. And I want to be brought into the place of security just a little bit. See, it's a tiny bit. For 1 year, I want to do this because I see the astrology and it probably won't even, it's going to take about a year. I want to be able to keep asking for support here from more and more people. It's got to work for me. See, my story, babes, it's time for me to change. And if I go out there right now and try to get work, it's a different world. And you want me to fucking, babes, please help me, man. You want me to chug? See, what if I go out there and find out that I can't get a job? It takes 2 weeks and I need money quick. I need a quick fix, don't we all, babes? And see, the thing that you need to do is find out, are you a content creator? It's about that social scores thing. Now let me get back to you about what I was tripping out on. And this thing fucking quit on me that and it's just remarkable. Yeah, I was talking about the women, the beautiful woman that is coming up now. We're 50 years old and we're saying we're saying excuse me, but this is the fucking right math. This is the natural order of things. So economically, if women want like money, but this is happening anyway. See, men, there's a weird thing that the church tells even Eastern people. I don't know. They're trying to work this out too. They're really fucked with it. They're like, we do not have sex unless we get married. That's fucked up for the woman, by the way. Terrible, terrible. No, no. You're testing right there. You're gonna have sex, and then you have to find out if you can turn them into a human being, if you can do the puzzle of your vagina and the puzzle that you are. She's the gateway, the portal in which an entire human civilization is becoming. I just use my language loosely there because it's not a human civilization yet. It's just not until we get the natural order of things down, and that's what we are doing now. I'm not an isolated incident. I'm a woman, matured, alive, who is telling you the natural order of things with all of this pressure that I don't have any support and shit. Ugh. And it's, when you start to stand up as a woman, they say, they pull your lifeline out and say no. And because you're not getting being a dishwasher or something, I don't know, it's funny. And so then look at all this technology that's trying to, and we'll make a fucking dishwasher, and we'll make a lawnmower, and we'll make a, did you know it's mainly women that come up with that stuff? Let me get back to, I'm not a biased person. I don't care about the subject matter. I care about humanity becoming one, unified as a singularity. In fact, the true singularity. Where's that, Shauna? Oh my God, you sound so impossible. It's such a taboo subject matter. No, it isn't. It's here already. It's here already. My already here organization. The sky is what puts it all here. All you have to do is log into reality, the sky, and it's here already. See, that's the trouble you have with your narcissist, is that they don't like reality. They're afraid of it. Why? Because so much shit. That's their third witness party that they're not considering. That's why there's a bunch of cameras up. I'm gonna keep refining my material. See, it's lopsided now. See, did I tell you about the half and half? Well, they switched it, and it's like, how do you even have a conversation with this? Because they think you're coming from there, and then they haven't. They just think that you're impoverished. You're impoverished because you just think in scarcity mindset, and you don't have any money. You talk about money that way, so you're impoverished. And it's like, no, you're an impoverished soul because you think money is what makes your life what it is. And now, see, now who are we? See, I'm saying the person who just said that likes a good feeling. They want their health. They know what bliss is. They're not impoverished as a soul. They can be present without money. They can be present with people without money. Believe me, I have very little, and I'm being present with people. They want it from me, man. Man, do they want it. Protect me, babes. No, I've been protecting myself, and that's what this is supposed to be here. This is a protection service based in transparency. Transparency is the best security. What is transparency? Did I tell you about reality? The thing that narcissists just, they're like, damn, you mean we have to include that? Yeah, and see, that shows just put it on mute, turn it off. And now, watch behaviors. I didn't just say to leave the sound off. Watch behaviors only. Who's doing what, during when and where and why? How did they treat somebody suffering and somebody who is helpless and all that stuff? Right? A lot of times, okay, so I don't want to go on with this conversation. I need help with the next year of my life so I can be private enough to make the friends enough around me, right? Because a lot of times you have fake friends. If they're going to try and help you, they come as a savior. Or when you have a bunch of money. Whew. Tedious place we're in, right? That's why you want your third eye out to be open. You want to make your own money. I've always made my own money, and then I always had amazing friendships, really deep, doing the things that, well, you try to do the things that you like to do. You know, with my music, I already told that story, and I did accomplish a lot in my own studio behind closed doors, satisfactory to me. I'm amazed. I'm accomplished all the way. The people back there, they're like, well, you don't want to do anything with your stuff? And I'm like, yeah, you're just not around. You can't do a sixth time. You don't remember what happened. See, you don't see what happened in reality? It was unfolding in front of my face as a musician, and it's like, sure, we won't play that. Yeah, let's play that. And let's do what we can do. That's possible. You know, harmony is it, man. And so find what's possible. And getting back to, yeah, that possibility of that people don't even get along at all. They don't even know what harmony is. It's interesting to see narcissists who they're actually kind of allergic to harmony. They don't think anything's happening there. Now we're getting to the one side that it starts to flip around. Their up is our down, and their dark is our light, and I'm serious. So if we can identify ourselves that way, we can open up our own banking system that says, no, we support. See, we don't have to pay so much money for like it's not like this one. Why are they charging more money, gouging people for health food? It should be a completely different money under a different pay, um, and it's socialized. You're not really paying it. It's just there already because you want your well-being. And when you eat well, when you're functioning, you're functioning, contributing. Tesla talked about this. See, if you're a good contributor, if you're really useful to your society, you're doing it every day. Your life is that. Your life is it. Eventually, your life is it. And then, but if you can't get to that point like where Tesla was, just that's high up there. You just do 3 hours a day. You do 3 hours a day. There's a community out there that needs you for something. Gardening, just 3 hours a day. Yeah, find out what you think you like to do and contribute into it. You know why? Because you want to look around you and you want to see things nice, right? Like for instance, me, I trip out. It's like, okay, so how do I not sound ridiculous because these people are ridiculous and see they're on the ridiculous end and I'm on the ridiculous end, you know, and they think that they have a programming that says, man, you better just get up and work for everything. I'm like, babes, I'm a woman, first of all. And I have been working. You want to talk about the money thing, see, this is the thing is nobody knows I've been minding my own business up here. Working jobs. I've worked at the restaurant. I've had 3 jobs at one point. I have my own entrepreneurship. See, what happens is that it changed. I might not have to, I might not, I can't just make it work for me right now. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I was supposed to change. I saw the signs. This process that I'm going through is very difficult because this is my family's home. And I'm sitting on it. I love it, right? I love where I am. And I don't, it's very difficult for me to let it go. I have psychological disconnect I need to do. And it's a process that I'm going through. See, I'm not sure still. I want to know what my options are, first of all. And I think that if I get out of this tight space that I feel that I've been backed into, yeah, I have. Because I put a lot of time into something and it stole from me. If somebody can see, time is very valuable for a reason. Because especially in a relationship, now that's talk about the narcissist stealing your time. Did that happen? See, I don't know. I was trying to reset it and put it on click it out. Um, I deny myself a lot of feelings. I don't admit that I'm one way or another. See, right now I feel like it's too much trouble. No, there's too much work that association has for me to do. And I think that all I have to do is see the vibrational frequency if you raise it, and you get the right people into you. See, I'm not there yet, and I don't think I can do it here. See, I can if people from my town were listening to this. I'm tripping out on this fucking town that I live in. And that's one of the things I want. For the next year, I'm going to vigorously structure myself into a very selfless place, though, because Aries is going to a selfless place. At 0 degrees, we're all going to kind of try to put something together, but it's got to be selfless because Neptune is there. Saturn is saying, I have a structure and I have a plan and I am the teacher and I'm the master man. And Neptune, Venus, secret Venus there is saying, I am dissolving you and I'm going to reveal that the true view is the truth. And if you just feel good, then you can be interesting to the youth for once and stop stringing them out, making them pout. And you don't really know how to shout. You got no clout. It's going to get better for me because I want me. I'm supposed to be speaking in rhyme all the time because Dr. Seuss gave me the use. And I don't like people watching me from afar and not supporting me, though. And they get to me and they're like, well, if I can take from you something that they don't value really, but I value it with all my heart. Did I tell you about that I'm a woman? And all I have is my sexuality. I don't flaunt it like other women do. Do I have to? Am I not absolutely fucking alluring right now? It's too bad. It's because, like, well, here's another one that I can't be friends with because they have hatred in them. It has nothing to do with me. They have something going on with them. You're just trapped there, aren't you? I have plenty of flaws, but I don't dwell on them. No. No, I don't make that the highlight of whatever and then keep increasing it. No, not really. No, I'm a musician. We don't take the flaws and say, this is it. If that's the case, it's just one big fucking mistake, and that's what I have talked about too. I said, what, this that I'm playing is just one huge mistake. But no, I don't really. I have inspired people to want what I'm doing there and other places too, just being me, you know. Um, but I can't hold it together. I can't hold my old life together. Nobody can. My old life is trying to fucking disassemble for something better. And, you know, I want options. I want to know if I have an option. I'm looking at several, but there's several blocks too with it. And a lot of it is communications. And so now I'm just communicating and now what can financing do for us? I want better financing into my life. Um, Man, see, when I decide and if I can't turn my place into ashram. See, ashram is an energetic phenomenon. See, there has to be a deity there, and I'm it. That's the thing that is like, well, give it some while. See, I need a year of this preparation that I do not push or pull. Neither does all of humanity. Neither does all of humanity. I am humanity. And yeah, I'm supposed to open up ashram here anywhere. Really, it could be over the internet. That's what I'm doing over the internet. Really, is what you're doing is you should attract like-hearted people based in your communications. And see, that's the thing is this thing fell apart with me and my 3D is because they don't communicate. And I had to do all the understanding, and after a while, it's like, no, we're coming to a point where you need to fucking understand something, and then communicate it. And see, the thing is that they don't really have an understanding, and if they're not really coming from a genuine place, it's not going to communicate. They can't fake a vibe. So I'm putting everything on halt, and it's too bad. You know, well, God, there was such an opportunity there. It could be, and it's an opportunity. It's an option. It's a beautiful opportunity. I see a lot, but I don't feel safe, and it's not all about. No, there's too much work there. Nah, it's too much work for me. You know, I think that it's easier when you find people that are meant to be in your life. Then you're experiencing no work. And I didn't just say that you're not fucking powerhousing it. That's the powerhouse right there. You're just boom. You guys are melding into the same ideals. And now, how do we do that? See, because I don't. I just need. See, I need time to know what my options are. I have to make my choices. I felt pressurized. I'm feeling pressurized and all this shit. And it's like, no. The sad thing is I didn't even give myself an option. And I'm still up in the air about a one-on-one relationship. I don't really want that. Not the kind that bonds you and makes you miserable and you can't get out. Babes, if there is anything that Libra will tell you that is hell on earth, which is love talking, Libra is love, and we're going to start talking about it now. It's being in a situationship that you don't want to be in, that is disharmonious. That's hell. Yeah, it's all discord. You know, there's a society out there that actually thinks that's how you're supposed to live, and they actually like when you're and they're like, ooh, and then see, they won't feed you unless you're like that. It's not weird. Ooh, that's disgusting. Because we can be perfectly like doing our social distancing or our social credit cards. Go and say, do you like me now? I'm feeling so good, and I need more. Can you give me more? Or no, see, don't have to ask. Just, oh, I know I love you too in here. Because that's what we get. Around and round we go. Sorry, I don't really mean it like that too, because I'm not really one of those women that fucking flaunts shit and does it like that, you know what I mean? But women are doing that. And now I'm thinking, you know what, Shauna, you're fucking stupid. But see, I would like to tell these women that no, okay, so but wouldn't you rather open your own central bank instead of hoarding it? See, right now, but see, they can cause a disbalance If every single one started displaying their belly button and doing there's so many cameras around, but they have to make it private to them, and then charge $50,000 a shot to every single fucking man that can. I mean, first find out what they're worth, and then charge them for fucking half of it or something, or just try to take it all. That's the business that's happening out there already. What's wrong? I'm just trying to do it without fucking enslaving you guys. And we need money! Hi, how are you? I didn't eat yet today. Somebody was saying, man, you sound angry. And it's like, damn right I am! I'm looking for social credit. I was distanced a bit, and now. The reason why I yell like this is because I see something so obvious. I'm an Aries, and I just lose patience. And this is what the suggestion is. That you take care of yourself. You do radical self-care. You drink your fucking alkaline water. You surround yourself with stuff that loves you back when you give it stuff, like your animals and your everything. And when you're dealing with this ecology out there, that is just like straight up abuse when you go and touch it. Why does it have? Why can we save ourselves here? I know that chick looks a lot better than me, believe me, but I want to get a little better. I was supposed to get a lot better, and I've been hit bad. I can tell you the story, man. It's happening to a lot of us. A lot. Adrienne Elise, the astrologer, she's right on it. She'll just do a little clip of what's going on energetically, like how that it's coming out in people, and then the masculine and feminine, and how it's not even men and women. Really, it's not a human entity. It's out there. It's coming. I'm looking at it too, and I'm like, well, thank God somebody said about it because I'm experiencing this. I'm like, where is this coming from? I feel like I'm being attacked, and I'm having to do. It's so fucking big right now, and here I am just asking for help in the midst of it all because I can't tell anymore what's the help or not. Not around me. No, I can, and that's why I'm here. See this thing here, right here, social media. It could be unconditional love. That's what AI is. Man, is threatening fucking people to get like there right now. Even unbeknownst to Elon Musk. Because there's an intelligence here that is far more savvy, and that is love, and that is the human being. We're just kind of sitting here going, now what? How do we get away without our souls being sucked out and our well-beings being destroyed? Right now is a pivoting point. It's like, okay, did you notice it? Whew. I got hit. I think my brother's succumbed, and he might get his shit taken. If he's posing as having married somebody and having a healthy relationship there when he should have, when the incident came down, when he said, well, I'm mentally ill, and then he claimed that he needed a partner, that what getting married, and then have later on that she can take everything, and that I'm being shut out of that because there was something that he was trying to tell me before then. And hi, how are you doing? Minute 25. Who's listening? I hope he is. I think about him all the time. It's a trip. I don't listen to whatever narrative that he has or even I have. I'm just like, whoa, what did we just go through, right? It's just a matter of 10 years and she can take everything. See, you nullify your marriage because it was invalid because you were down somehow. You were you pressurized? Were you mentally unstable? Did you have emotional? Were you always fighting? And then what happened? Was it based in that some financial thing? God, you guys, don't you think social media and just socializing a little bit would help?